So, we're going to talk about things that are keeping us from getting to our goal. How many of you guys think this is easy? Raise your hand. Let me look. I'm looking. Oh, Andrea's going, no. Not easy, right? Tina, you're basically to your goal. Has it been easy? You know, I always call on you, woman. She said, no. Can't hear you, hon. She's shaking that head. Nope. So I'll tell you what, it's not easy, right? It's not. But there are things that stand in our way that stop us sometimes that we don't even realize. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit about. I've got some notes I'm going to kind of go to. But one of those things is a mental block. How many of you know what a mental block is? Where's the man? I've had lots of them. I've had lots of mental blocks. And I'm coming across one right now. Hold on, let me read my notes. Mental blocks are basically psychological barriers that hold us back from achieving our full potential. Mental blocks. I have had those. Whoa. Like self-doubt is one that always got me. How many of y'all have had a lot of self-doubt? You don't believe in yourself. You don't think it's going to work for you. Yeah, I see those hands. Exactly. Another one is, what was it I had? Limiting beliefs, but that wasn't it. Let's see. There was one that I really believed that I should share with you. Perfectionism. If I can't do it all the way, I just don't do it. How many of you are like that? I'm like one of those all or nothing people. So either I'm doing it full force or I'm like, crap, I can't do this. There's no in between. And I know some of you are just like that. I've seen you guys, you're go, 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 and then something gets in your way. Just life happens, right? And the next thing you know, you're over here in left field going, I can't do this because life happens. But we've got to find that balance, and not let that mental block stop us. Limiting beliefs, those are some that really have got me. I don't think that I have the ability to do something, and I let it stop me. And here we are, most of us in our 50s and up, some in our 40s. But how many of you have realized that you have found that you're stronger than you even thought you were? And sometimes some form in your life that you are stronger than your brain let you believe, that you saw yourself do something or you were able to accomplish something. Yeah, that just you didn't think you could ever do. There's a lot of us here that have done that. Think about it. Think about the things that you've survived in life. We're all in our 40s and up. We've survived some crap. Maybe it's an awful marriage. Maybe it was an abusive marriage. Who knows what it was? For me, it was lots of things. I was an abused kid. I had very low self-esteem. I was the one of those kids in school that people made fun of. That's who I was. And real low self-esteem. We were really, really poor. And I just, at the age of 13, I wanted to commit suicide. I thought I didn't have a purpose or a reason to live. I thought I was so ugly. I think that's why I fight so hard. Wade said, why are you in the mirror all the time? I'm fighting. I still feel like I have to fight to feel pretty about myself. Still the same. But limiting beliefs have just, like at age 13, I almost took my own life because I thought I was nothing. I would never accomplish anything in life and all the stuff, right? But I found out I'm much stronger than I ever thought. I survived rape. I survived child abuse. And even though it took me till the age of 50 something, I finally got free from even rape. And I never thought I could ever rid myself of that. And I didn't realize how it was affecting every area of my life. And I decided with Wade, I was not going to let it affect me anymore. And my husband has helped me without even knowing it, get past it. It's been an amazing thing. So you're stronger. You've gone through some things that were rough and you thought, and some of you all look at your lives and you think you're weak. And I want you to remember how strong you are in life. Just remember. And when you're facing obstacles, you think, I can't do this. I can't do it, no matter what it is. Remember who you really are and the things that you've walked through in your life and you've overcome. Because you're so much stronger. See, that's what a limiting belief is. A limiting belief is something that says, I'm weak. I will never amount to anything. I can't do this. It's too hard. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. I don't this. I don't that. I can't this. I can't that. And the truth is, almost every single thing that you could name and put right there is untrue. It's some form of limiting belief. I'm busy. Well, are there people more busy than you doing what you want to do? Do you think? I was thinking about that one day and I was thinking, I'm too busy. And whether you liked President Obama or not, he came to my mind because he was running the freaking world when he was president and he had time to go out and exercise every day. He took the time. He made the time. It was important and he did it. And I was over there saying, I can't do it. I'm too busy. And then I had to rethink that. I was like, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. If he can run the world and he can do it, then maybe I'm not too busy to take care of me. And I have a pediatrician on here. And her hours were insane. And I thought, no one could ever say we're too busy. When you look at a doctor's schedule sometimes and you see and they're fighting for their health and to do these things that we're all fighting to do, change their nutrition, change their diet. Nurses, I've got EMT staff on here. I've got women here that work with hospice and they're fighting to do this. Emergency medical teams, women that work on emergency medical teams, life flight. And the reason I mention these is because I want you to understand that we say we're too busy, but I see women just like that are so busy and have families and lives and personal goals, and they're still making it happen. So let's break the limiting beliefs, Let's break them. And instead of saying, I can't, because we can, let's figure out how we can. Let's break those limiting beliefs and find how we can do something. Is it always going to be perfect? Look perfect? No, it's going to be a mess some days, right? I had a lady today, she goes, Allie, I know you don't want me having protein shakes, but I'm going to just tell you the truth. I can't get my protein in without a protein shake. And I'm sitting there going, well, drink the protein shake then. She goes, well, I know you don't like me to drink protein shakes, but I said, exactly. Is it life? Yes. Do I think that protein shakes are the greatest? No. But you're not succeeding. So what are you going to do? Find a way to do it. And if protein shakes are okay with you, then do it. It's your balance. It's her balance. And that's why in our sample menus, you'll see protein shakes for breakfast. You'll see a ham, not a ham, I think it's a turkey sandwich, lunch meat sandwich with low-fat cheese on it for lunch. Because, life, it's not perfect. And I'm no Betty Crocker. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to be in the kitchen cooking all the time. I'm just not. And so It's okay to be me. It's okay to be you. It's okay to find your own way to do this. It's not going to be perfect, and it's not going to be, some of y'all say, if I don't food prep, I'm not going to succeed. Well, I'm going to tell you what, if I have to food prep to succeed, I'm going to fail. I hate food prep. I'm not going to take a Sunday for 3 hours and just go in there, tear up my kitchen and cook. I'm not. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm more likely to do? Go to my grocery store, buy me some chicken that's already cooked. That's what I'm more likely to do. Is it perfect? No, but I can make some chicken salad out of it that tastes delicious. I can. Get me a rotisserie chicken. And I have eaten Dave's Killer Bread sandwiches uh with no nitrate lunch meat on it, and didn't have enough protein there. Sometimes I stack it, so I do real thick sandwich, or sometimes didn't make a thick sandwich and had some protein chips on the side. Do I do it all the time? No. But have I done it? Yeah. And you got to do what you got to do. Is it perfect? No. I wish I could be like some ladies on the internet and act like my diet's perfect, but it's not. It's life. They're like, oh, I eat this every day, and this is what I'll sit there and I'm like, tell us what you really eat, because I know you're not eating that every single day. Tell me how you eat when you're struggling to do it. Show me. See, and then we've got all of us out here looking like, oh my gosh, I'm really failing. No, you got to find your own balance in it. Take those steps forward, and they're not going to be perfect. And you know what? But they're steps forward. And that's what counts. Don't let fear stop you. Limiting beliefs just basically tell you that something's not possible for you. Well, they might have been able to do it, but it's not going to work for me. Some women have come on my program, I kid you not, and not took the first step. They got the app, and I have one lady who never even downloaded the app. She never ever did it, because she thought for sure she wasn't going to be able to use the app. But everything I threw at her, she thought for sure she couldn't do it, and she didn't. She's exactly right. But I have one lady that she came on the program, she did get the app, and she just told me, I'm afraid I'm going to fail. I just know I'm going to fail. I fail all this stuff. I said, you're letting failure stop you. See, now, she didn't do one thing. She took one coaching call, and that was it. She didn't answer the rest of them. She'd already set them up about a month in advance. She didn't take any of them. Thought she was going to fail. And she did not want to have another failure under her belt. And you know what I said to her? Don't you think exactly what you're doing right now is failure? Being afraid to fail means you're not taking any action. Therefore, you have failed. She goes, I never thought of it that way. But see, while that's an extreme, right? That's extreme. Many of us get in there and just halfway, let's just call it half-ass it. One cheek in, one cheek out. We're just like, okay, I'm going to get halfway to my calories and halfway to my protein, and then I'm going to track half the days, maybe not, I'm just busy. And then you're frustrated because you're putting in some work and you're seeing no results. I mean, very little, if any, to no results. And you feel like you're putting in all this work. And I look back at your tracking and I'm like, you got about 50% on and about 50% off. And on your 50% on, it's still not right. And I'm not asking you for perfection, but you've got these limiting beliefs, and then it's leaving you frustrated, and you are failing because you've got one foot in and one foot out, right? And maybe that one foot in is a step forward, but keep stepping. You can't stop right there. Some of you get one foot in, and that's where you stay. You never, ever up the ante and just go all the way in and just do it. See it kind of tracking, kind of not tracking, kind of working out, kind of not working out, all that stuff. Just take it one step at a time, but make sure that you're moving forward, that you're not going backwards or just standing still, right? So allow yourself to have an imperfect journey, but make sure that if you fail, you're still moving forward. That's what I love about people like Michael Jordan. While you may not know much about
You
Michael
want a basket air fryer or a tray air fryer?
I do. I know quite a bit about him. Hold on one
I
second.
just don't want to take up.
Let me mute this real quick.
Just don't want a big toaster.
Hold on one second. Oh, shoot. Okay. No, that's me. All right, here we go. Hold on, guys. Okay, there we go. So Michael Jordan, the reason I love Michael Jordan so much, I don't know what kind of person he is, but I just like his story. So his story is about he wasn't good enough to make his basketball team. Imagine that, Michael Jordan. Okay. In my opinion, the greatest basketball player of all time. I've never even watched basketball except for when he played. And when he played, I just sat and I remember being at home by myself and just watching him play. And it was the most amazing thing to me. But then you hear his story, how he wasn't good enough to make his team, in the past, and that he was out in the backyard or wherever his basketball hoop was, and he would practice thousands of shots, thousands and thousands of shots. He failed again and again and again. He said, you know what? He said, it's not about how many shots you take. He said that you can, people say practice makes perfect. And he said, it doesn't. He said, I've practiced with the wrong shot. I've done the work and I did it wrong. And guess what? That doesn't make you succeed. Some of us keep doing the same thing. We're trying diet after diet after diet after diet after diet. And we're half in it. Kind of in, kind of out. Weight Watchers, kind of not Weight Watchers. Some people on here have even done all the Ozempic shots and all that stuff. And kind of halfway did it, just expected that to be the only thing that they needed to do. And it didn't work. Nothing's worked. Weight Watchers hasn't worked. All these diets I've done haven't worked. And then this one's not working. Allie, Bod Babes, I knew it wasn't going to work when I came on here. And then I look down at what they're doing. And guess what I see? The same pattern that they probably had in the past. Kind of doing it, kind of not doing it. And that doesn't work. You have to make forward progress to change your life. Is it hard? Uh-huh. Tina already told you it was hard. I can tell you it was hard. But once you get those habits under your belt, it's not the same. It's not the same type of hard. Getting started is hard. Building new habits, it's hard. It's just like anything else. It's like taking on a new job. Oh my gosh, that's hard. For me, probably the work isn't as hard to me as the people around me. That's always hard for me to go into a place and they've kind of got their own dynamic going on. And then I'm coming in there and I don't know anybody. For me, that's hard. I hate that part of it. I don't know where I fit, nothing. I hate that part. That's hard. But give me about a year in, maybe 6 months in, and I'm making friends. It's not as hard. Same thing here. It's hard in the beginning. It really is. Once you start building those habits, it's not so hard. Right now, it's my lifestyle, and I have to think outside the box to do something different. This is just, I'm a fit person. This is what Allie does. I get up. I usually take my morning walks outside. That's just how I do. We go to the gym around lunchtime. Those kind of things, eat our lunch and go to the gym. Usually the other way around, gym and then lunch. But that's just how we do it. And it's just our life. And so you're creating all these new habits and it is hard. But ladies, I'm going to tell you, one day, if you just keep stepping forward, it won't be so hard. I promise you. and it's about taking steps. It's not about jumping in with both feet. I remember whenever Wade and I started this thing, we thought, we're not eating junk food. We're not going to eat any of that processed stuff. We're not going to have seasonings. We're not going to have, we were eating, guys. I kid you not. For breakfast, we were having scrambled egg whites every single day for months with nothing on it. No salt, no pepper. Wade would fix one piece of dry toast. Every now and then, on a special occasion, we would have sliced bananas on the side. I kid you not.
Dry chicken.
Dry chicken. So we made grilled chicken breast for lunch every single day, right? We wore out 5 George Foreman grills, if that tells you anything. Grilled chicken with mixed vegetables of broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots.
Fish.
Or whitefish that I hate with nothing on it. We're talking nothing on it. This was lunch every single day. Every day. What do we eat for dinner, babe?
Usually chicken again.
Yeah, usually chicken. Usually grilled chicken breast again. And probably vegetables again. And broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower. And we did that for months. It was awful. In the beginning, it was okay, but it was awful. See, that was unsustainable. We couldn't keep a hold of that. So that was perfectionism for us. And it was awful. After a while, if Wade would even mention the word chicken, I felt ill. Like I couldn't smell chicken breast anymore. I literally felt like I needed to gag. It was just, I couldn't do it anymore. And I would say that that was pretty close to perfectionism, right? But it wasn't sustainable for life. So what I'm asking you to do, ladies, is quit letting things, limiting beliefs like I'm too busy, stop you. Okay, let's say it this way. I want to work out. I'm very busy. I'm going to work out. How can I make this work? Is there something in my way that I'm giving time to that I could actually spend time working out instead? Or can I work out while I'm doing something else? Or do I need to move something out of my life? Or do I need to work out 10 minutes in the morning and maybe 15 minutes in the morning before work, come home and work out 15 minutes in the evening? I've had women do that. I had a mom work out 10 minutes at a time. She said she had 10 minutes literally at a time and would get her workouts in. Tony and I, we get out and walk before our workday begins, out early before it gets hot here in Tennessee. I'm out walking and I usually get 4 to 5, sometimes 6,000 steps in the morning. 1,000 steps takes you about 10 minutes to walk. Okay, so I have in the past looked back at my walking. There were days when I got about 2,000 steps total a day. Here's what we don't realize. That's a 24-hour period. That means I walked about 20 minutes of 24 hours. That's crazy. I was cutting years off my life. And for me, 10,000 steps just seemed like, oh my gosh. But if you break it up into small chunks, 10 minutes is 1,000 steps. I could probably get more if I speed it up a little bit. 10 minutes. Take a 10-minute break. Get up from your desk, your office, and walk through the house. Walk through the office. We don't have to walk outside or walk on a treadmill. Just get up and move. Is it going to be perfect every day? No. I want to hear if you guys, we're going to get ready to jump off here. I haven't let much crowd participation, like I said, I was going to. But I want everybody on here, if you can, unmute your mic. I know, Tracy, you can't, you're in the gym. But if you can unmute your mic, I want some of you to tell me about, I want others to hear you. You've heard that my diet and my life my journey is imperfect still today. It is. How about yours? See, we all need to say, yeah, it's imperfect, right? I want you to be able to say that out. Because some other people here think that they can't do it because they're not, they think that you're being perfect and they just can't measure up. Alyssa.
Yeah.
Is your journey perfect, girlfriend? You've made amazing, now listen guys, Alyssa has made major progress. Alyssa, tell us about your journey. Is it perfect? What's it look like?
Really, far from perfect, especially on the protein, because I'll get really calorie minded and be like, oh, I hit, and I'm way under my protein. That was my first fun thing to let go of and start learning how to get enough protein and then try to work around getting correct calories. And then my workouts, we were supposed to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. It goes hopefully Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If I'm lucky, Saturday. The next week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Just whenever I can kind of sneak away and do those Caroline Girvin workouts. I'm in the Epic program right now. And then when I had my little finger injury, I did this side with 8 pounds instead of 20, which I did with my subdominant hand, which was great because it kind of like the inches are same now on my 2 arms.
That's awesome. So it's not perfect. It's not, but Alyssa has made so much progress. And you know what? She could have stopped. She cut the end of her finger off the other day. Well, not the other day. How many weeks has it been?
Been 5 weeks, been 2 days.
5 weeks ago. And she could have just said she wanted to quit because it's, it wasn't working for her. Christine DiDamasso, is she on here? Christine had shoulder surgery. She's not on here tonight. She's around New York, kind of somewhere in their Jersey area. But she had shoulder surgery and she started doing just leg workouts at the gym. And I'm like, how's she going to do leg workouts without using her arm? And somehow she figured it out, I guess machines or something. And her and Wade were working on it. And the progress has not been perfect at all. And she's gained a few pounds and she's freaking out today about it. But you know what? It's not perfect, but she didn't quit. She's a fighter, right? Marcia, tell us, is your journey been perfect?
Absolutely not. It has not been perfect at all. I'm terrible about going over my carbs. I focus on calories and protein and I get my protein in, but no, and I work out really hard at the gym, but some days I can't get to the gym, but I get up every morning at 5 o'clock and I get on my treadmill and I walk every single day, Monday through Sunday. But no, it is not perfect.
Have you
So,
made forward progress in the last 6 months, you think?
oh my goodness, I have made a lot of progress fitting into clothes that I haven't been able to wear for quite some time. But it's a journey for me. Every day I have to tell myself, get up and persevere. Okay, today has not been a good day, or I'll say, okay, it's not been a good day, but I'm going to continue to persevere every day. No, it's not perfect, but I can't beat myself up and I just get up and I just keep going.
Yep. You're a school teacher, and when school started, it threw you for a loop.
It did. It was really bad. I was really down on myself and I started messing up. I wasn't able to get all my foods logged in and I was having trouble and I was starting to feel like I can't get these meals prepped like I'm supposed to. And then Wade called me and he's like, okay, girl, calm down. It'll be okay. I want you to do this. And then okay. And I listened to him and I've been trying to get myself back on track and making sure I'm getting my foods prepped and making sure I'm listening to you guys and I'm slowly getting myself back on track. and I can see such a huge difference.
Good. Now, see, Alyssa's journey is different than Marsha's journey, and it's different than my journey. There's no perfect journey, ladies. None. No perfect journey at all. So quit beating yourself up if it doesn't look perfect, but start making that forward progress. Start. Even if it's just getting your calories and your protein in. If that's all you can do today. But once you conquer that and you've got that under your belt, then maybe it's now, well, second, my fiber. I'm going to start working on my fiber. Protein's easy for me now. And then that's going to be another hurdle. But you know what? You'll learn it and then it'll become easy. Give yourself some grace, but quit talking yourself down like you can't do this. We've already discussed how look at the things that you've done in your life. Look at the things that you've overcome. And then we're going to act like this is a big thing. It's a limiting belief. That is not true. This is not hard. It's just overwhelming sometimes. You're like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I feel you there, girlfriend. I do. Pull it back and just say, okay, Allie, all I can do right now is calories and just, I'm going to get my protein in. And then let's get a win. Let's get a win and start building that confidence in you again. And then we'll move forward another step. And maybe you don't get 10,000 steps. Should you just quit then? No. You shouldn't just quit. You should say, like Tony said the other day in the walking challenge, maybe you're at 5,000 steps. Just say, you know what? This week, I'm going to get 6,000 steps every day. And then when that becomes easy, then you're like, oh, I'm going to get 7,000 steps. And just challenge yourself and let yourself see some victories and rebuild that confidence in yourself. Because you're stronger than what you're giving yourself credit for. You can do this. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed and just pull back one step at a time. Remember that old song, One Day at a Time, Sweet Jesus? It just came up to my mind. One day at a time. That's an old song. One step, one day at a time. But don't give up on yourself anymore. Don't quit. Life can get hard, but you're going to keep moving forward. It's not perfect. It's not perfection, even mine. But you know what? You're moving forward. Which way are you going? Forward. Right? Which way are you going? Let me hear you.
Forward.
Forward. Which way are we
Forward.
going?
Forward.
Forward. Forward.
Forward.
Exactly. Forward. All right. I love you, ladies. Have a great night and thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Bye.